I think there were some statements here that people are going to wish that they could retract. To say that UNRWA is doing God's work.
They are doing God's work. I don't know how they do it, especially as they describe they don't have the funds. They don't have the trucks coming in.
They've been teaching Jew hate in UNRWA schools for years upon years. They've been a part of building the tunnels for years upon years. Nobody's speaking out against that. Would anybody say that UNRWA facilities are not used by the terrorists? Is there anybody in here that wants to say that? Nobody that wants to say that. It was said by the chairman, the ranking member Meeks, that there's no replacement for UNRWA. There absolutely is. There are, if you're talking about aid, as far as aid organizations go, there are a great number under the United Nations that work to give aid to Sudan and, take your pick of places across the globe that are not UNRWA. They are part of the United Nations, but it's not UNRWA. It was said by the ranking member that clawing back money from UNRWA is like kicking somebody while they're down. UNRWA is not a one individual somebody. UNRWA is an entity that has been a part of supporting hatred against Jews, against Israel, a part of facilitating the attacks, holding hostages, and as I pointed out in my remarks just a few moments ago, literally their headquarters in Gaza City was just raided because of their participation in housing of Hamas and Palestinian Islamic Jihad terrorists. But I would ask one further question in my remarks, and I don't know if I'm happy to yield time to Ms. Dean if she'd like to answer this, but do you agree that President Biden made the right decision when he defunded UNRWA, or was that just a moment, another moment of cognitive lapse by the president? Happy to yield time.
I'm not interested in your quiz. I really reject this bill. Thank you.
She should be interested in this quiz. Because if you can't answer questions about whether it was just 12 UNRWA or whether it's more systemic like 10, 20, 30%, what their facilities are being used for, where U.S. taxpayer dollars are going to. If a U.S. representative is not interested in a quiz about where U.S. tax dollars are going abroad, I think that really points to a much more systemic issue that's going on here.